If you follow me on YouTube, you probably saw this post. Maybe you did. Community wall. And, I kind of discussed my perspective and how things have really shifted since the launch of the Rippaverse. And I wanted to do a video just dedicated kind of speaking about that. Again, guys, thank you so much for the continued support. We're like 2 weeks away from the end of the ISOM 2 pre-order window, pre-order campaign. So you can still get in if you have not already. People are receiving their books, the first day orders, and those guys are loving ISOM 2, and I'm glad you are. But again, let's get back to the topic here. And launching the Rippaverse changed a lot, right? I used to be, there was a window, let's say that, a pocket of time. I would say maybe from 2019 maybe to 2021, early 2021. I was at probably the least creative that I had been in a very long time. Maybe forever, to be honest. I was more doing, there was some analytical stuff there, but it was more critiquing. It was more, doing like coverage stuff, right? Talking about comic books and covering those comic books, giving information on. And I want to be clear, that stuff was fun to do. It was. A lot of you guys came to my channel because of that. You found out about me because of that stuff. But things have shifted now, and I know I used to discuss tokenization. I still do. And these topics are still my positions. Nothing's changed there as far as like me thinking like tokenization is corny or whatever. The thing that's changed, however, is that my time is obviously more allocated to the creativity stuff. We got a lot of things cooking with the Rippaverse. And really, if you are a creative person, especially if you're a businessman, you don't have time to really be worrying about, or you can't dedicate most of your time. You're doing it wrong if you are. Most of your time trying to, let's say this. Most of your time should be dedicated to your own material and your own project. And I've noticed as not just, with me developing my Universe Bible and obviously the release of ISOM 1 last year, how I looked at stupid stuff like adaptations, these recent adaptations of comic book characters and how goofy they were, be it in the comics or out of. And I used to get upset at that. You said, oh man, this is stupid. Now it's more purely analytical, more an example of what not to do. And the things that intrigue me the most about it is the economic stuff, which is why I always, let's say as of late, that's been my focus. So we talk about Disney and their failure. That's intriguing to me because of that, not because, I'm an upset fan at Marvel. It's more of like, how can someone drop the ball like that? How can you go from being a part of the fabric of American culture and have all these iconic brands, and within a decade, you've ran it into the ground? That is fascinating. But it also is, you keep your pulse, a hand on the pulse of the industry as well as just culture in general. And that analytical stuff is the thing that intrigues me the most about that conversation now. It's less about me being upset. Oh, I was a fan of this character. Now they're being bastardized. Now it's more, okay, learning from that, understanding what not to do, seeing how that impacts other people that may not be where I'm at culturally, but also where I'm at and me being completely, just done with this. That doesn't mean I'm burning my books. I'm still a fan of that old material with Marvel, DC, and the other things that I've enjoyed over the years. And of course, we revert back to that and we can have discussions. But as far as getting upset and irate about this, those days are done for me. Now it's more, okay, this is goofy. We can cover it, but let's analyze it and see what we can get from that. And I think the creativity just really put me in that spot. So I do get people that ask me all the time, like, they're like, hey, why don't you cover this stuff anymore? Why don't you discuss whatever movie, whatever review? I told y'all a while back I don't do reviews anymore. Those days are beyond me. But what we're building here at the Rippaverse is real. I am taking this serious. This was never a get-rich-quick scheme. If it was, let's say this, if people came across the money that I came across with $2 multi-million, they wouldn't have had $2 multi-million back-to-back campaigns within a year. They would have either blown through that money the first time they got it, or they may have would have done, let's say, done something irrational with it, and maybe kind of overcommitted. And I'm being smart about this, and I'm understanding the capabilities of what it is that we can do, and we're taking it step by step. But there's a lot of stuff cooking. all these projects coming down the pipeline. 2024 is going to be a massive year for the Rippaverse. What we're doing with Rippaverse Studios, this is something I'm taking more serious than anything it is that I'm doing. But also, you saw Backwards is returning, my band. And, that it's just me. God put me on this earth to create. Yeah, we had that pocket of time where we did a lot of criticism stuff, but that's cool to do. And I'm not knocking people that do that. It's just that my job here, I feel, is to create. I'm at my happiest when I create, but also I can see the response that we get. And when I'm in the creative stuff, like Rippaverse being the most successful thing that I've ever done, but it's not the first successful thing that I've done. Backwards is up there. And that is a creative thing. It's me doing music. That's what I'm supposed to be doing. So my perspective is just kind of changed, and for the better. For the better. I think there's people that are maybe better suited to be just looking at it from that other perspective that I used to look at it from. But I'm a part of the solution. I'm trying to use my creative talent and business acumen to be a part of that. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm thankful for all the people that, of course, we've met along the way, and all that discussion that we used to have about comic books. And we still have those time to time. But creating is what it's about now. I don't even get frustrated. I see these guys do something stupid with Marvel or DC, and I'm like, yeah, it's goofy. And let's analyze why it's goofy from the economics of it all, from the business perspective, and where they're messing up, and definitely where independent creatives are able to learn from that. What can they pick up from this, and what advantages do they have? And you don't have many in comparison to the mega corpos, but you have some. And I love having that discussion because I don't think that it's happening enough. Especially in comic books. So, I just wanted to give you guys some insight there. Hope that maybe gives you a little bit of perspective if you're wondering why content changes in the way that it is. But I still do videos. It's not going to stop, especially when I'm not having to be buried in once we get fully staffed. And we got a team of great workers over here at the warehouse, Rippaverse headquarters. I won't be there all the time, and I'll be in really my creative space, so I'll be able to do more video streams and all that stuff. Can't wait for that. But certainly until we get there, I'll be doing my thing. But I'm not gonna stop doing videos. I'm not gonna stop having chats with you guys. You guys made this possible, so that's not gonna stop happening. The perspective, let's just say that, has changed a little bit. If you like this video and want to get into a new comic book universe, visit Rippaverse.com. Our first campaign for ISOM 1 hit $3.7 million, and the pre-order campaign for ISOM 2 is currently live. So go check it out and watch the official launch trailer, which is the first animation of Rippaverse Studios.